Load cell pedals are commonly cited as the first absolute must upgrade on any sim rig if you have something basic like these Moza SRP Lites. But how impactful are they really? Well, I have been competing in sim racing esports events for well over 5 years, and I've raced cars all across the world thanks to sim racing. So today I spent well over 100 laps comparing these pedals against the Heusinkveld Sprints to find out just how impactful a good set of load cells really are. So let's just jump right into the test. I used the LMP3 at Long Beach. The reason behind picking this combination is the LMP3 is an incredibly difficult car under brakes, and it should show any major discrepancies between these two pedals. When it came to the test, what we did is each set of pedals got 6 sessions, each with 11 laps. The sessions would be run one after another, after another, before switching to the next set of pedals. For starters, we used the Heusinkveld Sprints. Our best lap time was 1 minute 15.221. When it came to the average lap time across the 11 laps, our best was a 1 minute 15.789. Now, when it came to our optimal lap, our best optimal was a 1 minute 15.888. Pretty darn close to our fastest lap of the session. In general, the gap between our optimal lap and our best lap, I think, shows that we're getting really close to our ceiling with the Heusinkveld Sprints consistently. Now, this was just our best of the 6 sessions with the Heusinkveld Sprints. Our averages across the 6 sessions goes as such. On average, our best lap was a 1 minute 15.424. For the average, it was a 1 minute 16.007, and our optimal was a 1 minute 15.371. In general, I think this shows we are awful consistent on the Heusinkveld Sprints. The difference between our fastest session and the average across all 6 sessions was, in general, just a little bit over 2/10. Not too bad considering I was still picking up pace as I spent more and more laps. Now, it's time to switch to non-load cell pedals, and before you hear these numbers, you have to understand there is like $400 difference in terms of cost between these two pedals, but to be frank, there might be $400 worth of performance in between them. Our best lap time with the non-load cell pedals was a 1 minute 15.842. Our average lap times got a lot worse as well, with our best average lap time being a 1 minute 16.442. When it came to the optimal, it wasn't very spiffy either, at a 1 minute 15.607. Yeah, that's a pretty big difference when compared to a nice set of load cells. Just one quick thing, if you're enjoying the video so far, please don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps us grow the channel. And things only get worse when we take a look at the averages across all 6 runs. Our fastest lap on average was only a 1 minute 15.980. When it came to our average lap time through the stints, it was a mere 1 minute 16.816. And our optimals really weren't much better at a 1 minute 15.792. Now, I have to be honest, going into this test, I really didn't expect there to be such a large discrepancy between these two sets of pedals. Yeah, I expected there to be a decent improvement in terms of average pace. I expected a really healthy consistency bump and maybe a little bit of a peak lap time bump. I did not expect there to be 6/10 in terms of best lap time and almost 8/10 in terms of average lap time. But to be frank, it makes sense having done the test now. When I was driving the LMP3, it became incredibly obvious that these pedals were going to be an issue and there was going to be a huge difference in terms of lap time. The LMP3, as I mentioned earlier, really likes to lock its rear tires, and with a nice set of pedals like these Heusinkveld Sprints, or even the SimJack UTs that I reviewed earlier on my channel, it's pretty easy to rectify this. You just lighten up your trail brake a little bit and the rear settles back down. It becomes an incredibly natural gut reaction, just pull off pressure a little bit and then you fix all your problems. With these being hall sensor pedals and not having a load cell, meaning they're entirely position based, it goes from being a subconscious thing to something that you very consciously have to do. I cannot tell you how hard I had to focus to get some competent laps done with this set of pedals. So I guess in the end, the world of sim racing has been right for like the last decade. Load cell pedals are absolutely the best first upgrade to your sim rig, and I don't think it's even close. And I'm saying this as somebody who has tested some ultra budget wheelbases like this Moza R3. The difference in terms of lap times and just sheer enjoyability between a budget set of pedals like this and a nice set of load cells like these Heusinkveld Sprints, or even a $100 set of pedals such as the Simjack UTs, is massive. Well, let me know, what do you think? Have you made the jump before? Are you looking to make the jump? I'd love to hear about your experiences below. And if you have any other experiments you'd like me to run, I'd love to hear them and give them a go. But as always, please don't forget to like and subscribe to Brake Trace. It really helps us grow the channel. And until next time, thank you for watching.